What's going on, guys? It's Crafty here. Um, I basically wanted to jump in and show you guys the updated chart of the S&P 500. I'm super excited because I think this is the last time I'm going to change this curve. Um, I had a, I changed it twice already, but I had drawn like step 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and we come down here and we end up falling, and that's our correction. But honestly, I think that we're going to crank higher at the end of the year. Um, and if you're unfamiliar with this chart, I've made several videos on it. This is called the parabolic curve. Um, so to just jump on in, basically what we closed Friday, I had this as step 5, meaning this is the last step we're going to go up. There's 5 steps in the parabolic curve. Um, but looking at it now, I nailed basically this. This is what would be step 4. Um, I think that we're going to basically open and we're going to come down towards this first support here at 465. And if we break below that, we're going to be looking for 463. Um, Ideally, we bounce here and we go higher. If we break below, we start to break my parabolic curve and we fall to the downside, break 450, 4500, and that's what my sad face is. That would be I am now wrong in my parabolic curve and this is following the original drawing. But I really think we're going to bounce right off the support here and we're going to go higher. And that being said, this is towards mid-December. I really think that we're going to be up in the 4,800 range, even stretching it. We could go 490, even 500. They call it S&P 500 for a reason. Um, but yeah, just based on that, I'm looking to buy this dip if these supports hold. If anything below this, I'm just not going to play because at that point I would be missing the move. Um, but yeah, so that's definitely my game plan. I'm gonna be looking at SPX probably mid-December, 4,800 calls. If you're wanting to play this with me, I have a Discord. It's completely free. I alert all my trades, just a few people in there. We all just hang out and talk stocks. Um, I'll put the link in the description. You can join, just come hang out, even if you're new to trading. Um, we're always happy to help. So that's the SP 500. I'll go over SPY real quick. I didn't do as good of a drawing, but this is kind of your levels if you guys wanted to screenshot this just so you could look at it. That's kind of what I have. It'll go pretty close to 490, but as of now, I would just stick to 4,800 for all your strikes. That's just a pretty happy medium. Anything above there, we'll take it. But don't get greedy with this. Of course, you've seen the market can change, in the matter of a day. Um, Also, I wanted to go over AFRM and Tesla. Um, AFRM. We've been watching this one. We actually played it. We made some pretty good money. We were up like 60, 70%. And then Peloton reported earnings, and as a sympathy, this got clapped. And it ended up coming down here a lot, but it did hold support, which I really like going into next week. Technically, we have not even broken out of step 4. We still have this parabolic step higher. That being said, I'm really looking for anything over 200. I'll take 230. And then if we do hit over 200, I'll be looking for over $100 move down to the downside. Probably about February, mid-December, we're really gonna have to see how it plays out. But there's a lot of money to be made both sides here. Make sure you get filled at a nice price. Affirm the premiums are very difficult. We were playing November, end of November calls. Um, I definitely will re-enter this one. I ended up getting shaken out because there was a Head and Shoulders building on the hourly, which is bearish. But keep a firm on watch. Definitely a good one. Tesla's been all over Twitter recently. This is the daily chart. Um, of course, it's parabolic, and I have this line coming down. I have more than one line here, but I had this line coming down that Tesla's going to probably go back towards 1100 or 1000 and we're going to bounce back up. Elon basically said he might sell 10% of his Tesla shares, which sounds like to me it's going to follow my arrow down. We need to buy this dip, in my opinion, towards end of December or November. I really think we have 1500 written all over it. So if we could get in a basically like a leap or something cheap, that 1500 is very appealing to me. And of course, if we can't get it very cheap or the move doesn't happen down, we're going to play this downside, which I've talked about in a previous video. But other than that, that's kind of the rundown of everything I wanted to give you. Just back to this, we'll see what happens, you know, Monday at open. Like I say, I'm looking for this to basically kind of channel down in here, bounce off support, and we'll go ahead and buy calls. Um, Other than that, I'm very bullish here. Um, it just looks great to me. This is definitely. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. This is why I'm leaning towards SPY. SPY not done going up yet. This is plug. This happened last summer, so last year. You can kind of see our steps here. You see how they're not, crazy. They're stepping real nice. And then look at this. This is just the crank higher. Of course, this is a weekly chart on plug, but on SPY we're kind of happening in the 4 hour range. Like each candle here is a 4 hour. So crank higher up into 5,000. I think it's doable. It's a stretch, but just based off this, they look very similar, and I'm willing to put money on it. Other than that, I hope you all have a great night, and yeah, I just wanted to fill you in, and yeah, let's see what happens.